Welcome back, everybody. Today I was going to go over one of my decks, but I actually am going to kind of showcase this Game Awards after party, which lets you play one of these two decks, and only one of these two decks, and for every win you get, up to, I think it's just the 3 wins, you get a Theros Beyond Death booster pack that will be able to be opened on, I believe it's the 16th of January when Beyond Death comes out. This is just a promotion for the new set. If I remember right, these decks also come with some cards that, or a card that was on the banned list for the longest time, and one of the hardest cards to find. I need to see if it's still in here, or if that was just for a few days and I missed it. Looks like I might have missed it. I'm not seeing the Black Lotus card, but I am seeing them. Oh, there it is. So, just for this short period of time, they let you play with the Black Lotus, Mox Sapphire, Mox Jet, which are all going to be printed in the Vintage Masters, or Legacy Masters, or whatever. They're, from what I saw, they're reprinting these just for a short amount of time, so I'm actually kind of excited. I might get my hands on a Black Lotus, which probably will be a little bit low on price at first, but hopefully it'll get back up. I just know the original Black Lotus from Alpha and Beta is one of the rarest cards you can find out there, so I find it kind of interesting that they're reprinting it finally. But this does let you play with the Black Lotus if you play in this event. I know it's only going for a few more days. I believe it's done on the 15th, and I know I'm recording this on the 14th, I think. So I'm a little bit near the end of the party, but I at least wanted to kind of showcase this and try and see if I can win at least 3 games. Hoping for a minimum of 1. So let's get started and see what I can do. I'm going to play with the blue-black deck, even though I'm not much of a fan of blue. I just really want to play with that Black Lotus. And for me, as a longtime Magic fan of at least 5+ years, I just think it'd be really fun to play with that Black Lotus. And actually, I'd really like to see if I can get that card from the Legacy Masters, if I remember right. That's what's getting printed in here in the next few months. But I just think it'd be fun just to have my hand on that card for a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna get going on this. I do apologize I didn't get this out on Thursday like I was planning. I ended up watching the Game Awards, and before I knew it, it got too late. And I really actually enjoyed watching the Game Awards this year because Wizards of the Coast had a huge kind of piece in it, and a lot of big announcements, like they're working with, I think it's Arc Studios, to build what's called Magic Legends, and it's a MMO online RPG. And you can sign up for the beta. I will have the link for the beta sign up in the description below, but it absolutely made me ecstatic to see that there's now an MMO that I can play apart from the card game. So I will be probably promoting that for a bit until at least the beta's out. But they also announced they have the trailer for the Theros Beyond Death. Let's see, what can we do? We'll play it just so I can get something out and to keep that out. But like I was saying, they had their trailer for the Theros Beyond Death, which, like I said in my last episode, I'm actually very excited because Theros is one of my favorite blocks. And I'm just happy they're going back to it. Definitely going to be doing some deck building. I don't know if that enter tapped, but probably a deck building episode on that. Just so I can show you guys, since it is one of my favorite sets, and that they're going back to it, so that's amazing. That will probably be my first deck building 101 from, like, in real life, just from standpoint of brand new for a standard deck. I know I'm going to be doing some for modern, and I might do one or two before then, but we'll just see what happens there. I think the first one I'm going to do is actually modern, then the first standard one will be from Theros Beyond Death. Sorry, trying to figure out which one I want to play. Let's go with the Midnight Clock and see what they have to combat that. Looks like they're actually playing the white deck instead of the black-blue deck. Let's put that out so I can get a counter there. Oh no, never mind. Didn't pay for the counter, but like that I could use that right off the bat. Let's get this attacker out. And of course I can't do anything. So yeah, let's get looking at what I have in my hand here. I actually don't know what is a good hand for this deck, or what the optimal hand is, but we'll just see what we can do. Beginning an hour. Okay. What else does that do? Beginning of each upkeep, when the 12th hour counter is put on the Midnight Clock, shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library. Okay, that's pretty nice. Oh, there's my first Mox. There's the Mox Jet. Now I just need the Black Lotus. Come on, top deck of Black Lotus. I at least want to play it and get that played at least once in this episode. So that's going to be a goal for me. Enters battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, destroy target creature. They don't really have a creature out, but I can play this or this. Do I want to surveil one, or do I want to return? Oh, they don't have anything out, so I'll just do this one and do my surveil and see what this top card is. Actually gonna put that. Oh, it's either top of the library or the graveyard. I'll just put top of the library because I will want that card. We're gonna put a clock counter on that and attack with all. Gonna surveil again, so actually no, we'll put that in the graveyard. We'll see what we get on for our next top deck. But I'm actually liking the way that this deck is kind of built and put together. I might grab the deck list if I can from this and build it, minus the Mox Jet or the Mox cards and the Black Lotus, and kind of just either get some more dual lands in there or add some lands, just because you're going to be losing a lot of land, or a lot of mana gain right there. No, well, that stinks that they killed my creature. Okay, we'll just put that out. Since there's not much it can do. I mean, I can sacrifice a creature, but there isn't really any creature that I would need to destroy over there, so I'm gonna just kind of let it be. We're gonna decline that, so I still have my 4 damage I'm dealing, and I get a surveil. So like I said, this actually is a pretty good deck. I think the next game I play, I might try that white deck. Ooh. Yeah, we're keeping that on top. Get an Ashiok right off the bat. And this is the Ashiok. So I'm going to actually have to get this deck list and build it once Theros Beyond Death comes out. But since it is dependent on Ashiok. So actually excited that she came up. I'll be more excited once the Black Lotus comes up soon. Really hoping that does. What am I doing? Oh, it's my turn. Let's put that out.
Come, create beautiful nightmares with me.
Whenever this creature attacks or blocks, each opponent exiles top 2 cards from the library. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Then that player exiles a card from their hand. We're gonna actually do the +1.
All your fears are given form.
And they have a blocker for flying, so gonna actually just hold off and not attack. I'm gonna use stuff for blocking. I'll use them all for blocking purposes because I know they're gonna go straight for Ashiok. Yeah, I'm actually very excited about this deck. Very interested in this. It looks like it uses the Mind Stone. And oh, Sigil is in there. Interesting. Kind of surprised that that's there, but that's still a pretty good card anyway for an artifact. Okay, what did they do? I mean, I'd have to block and then I'd lose my flying until I can do that. Yeah, we'll just block and take the damage. But the Riddle Master's gonna come out next and we're gonna force it back in their hand. The only problem is they might recast it, which kind of stinks, but will I still have enough mana if I do that? So that's... No, I will not. Let's actually try and do... the -3 and shoot that back to its hand. Just so it can get rid of that enchantment anyway. They're trying to see what they can do to try and save themselves. And then we'll probably put out the Sphinx, I think. I'm not actually sure. Oh. No. That is not what I wanted them to do. I was not expecting it, God's willing. Because that might actually negate that, I'm not really sure. Yeah. Protection from black. Well, then we'll just bounce the Sphinx back to... bring the Sphinx out and bounce. Oh, but do I just want to get rid of one of their tokens because I would just destroy it? Yeah, we'll bounce that out. So that's what I was... Yep, I was expecting them to do that. But yeah, that deck was actually really good. So yeah, I hit my challenge right on the first game. To where I'll get at least one pack once it comes out. So let's play another 2 games and see if we can get a win for each one. I want to actually look at that deck and let's inspect it and see what its deck list is. So, interesting that it has... Oh, yeah, it does have the Black Lotus and the Max Pearl, or Mox Pearl in it. Ooh. That's a pretty good deck, actually. And, of course, it has the Elspeth from the new set coming up. Which... I do kind of hate that she has all -1 abilities, and you can't really get her loyalty counters up unless you have proliferate. So we're actually just going to keep playing with the other deck. And I'll just play all 3 games with this one. So yeah, let's get into this one. This game and see how we can do. Might actually just show this other game, depending on time, where I'm at. But let's see if we can win this also. Ooh. I have a deck based on Massacre Girl that I'll have to show here, or showcase here in the next few episodes, because I absolutely love the way it plays. And we're just going to enter tapped since I have nothing to do right now. We will be able to play... Ooh. It doesn't enter tapped, but we'll just wait. We can counter anything they have. Just battlefield, choose a creature you control, sacrifice on the... I mean, that's not going to be that big of a problem right now. We'll resolve that. Not worth doing a counter for that piece. Ooh. Probably going to choose Knight here soon, but do I want to make them exile? Or sorry, sacrifice the creature? Yeah, we'll make them sacrifice that, and then probably should have had them sacrifice the token, just so they can get rid. I can get rid of a vampire and have the Witch's Vengeance. Take out all the knights next turn maybe, but anyway, the Massacre Girl deck I have built, and I'll be talking about it a lot more when I showcase it, but its whole purpose is just kind of to troll people, and when I'm playing, they'll just seem excited and be like, oh my god, I have all these nice creatures out, but then I put a bunch of my low cost out, like goblins and stuff. They're just 1/1s, so Massacre Girl just takes out all my goblins and then deals more damage, or puts more -1/-1 counters, and all of a sudden it just board wipe, and that's the whole reason I have her. It's just for a troll board wipe deck. It's just been fun to play against people. Actually, probably should have countered that one now that I think about it. And I also probably should have mulliganed, because this is not a good hand I have. I was at least expecting that I could start playing some stuff right off the bat, but debating if I want to throw out the Massacre Girl right now. This next turn, if I can get 1 more mana. Yeah, we're gonna do it before I get rid of any other creatures. So that'll at least board wipe for them. Possibly. It should trigger. Yes, it does. And there's nothing else. That was an interesting move they did to put Massacre Girl in my graveyard. What was that? Oh, they exiled her. Ooh, do we put that out? Or do we put this one out? Yeah, we'll do that. So this is just kind of fun. I mean, it's sort of blue-black control at this point. I was hoping for blue-black creature destroy, but I'll take this until I can get some stuff out. Oh man, so we'll go with that. So that's a demigod, so I mean I could give it -3/-3, but it'd still survive. So that's not really that big of a deal. That will be fine for now. We at least have a death touch that we can block with. So I think next turn we're probably actually going to get the Ashiok out. Unless they're planning to give it indestructible. I know they do have a bunch of untapped mana. I see what they did. I didn't actually get to see how many God's Willings that deck has. But oh well. We're gonna at least get a 1/1 flyer out. Ooh, or do I just... Yeah, we'll put out Ashiok and then we're just gonna do her -3 ability right off the bat.
I wonder if you're brave enough to overcome your fears.
Actually, we're just gonna exile that card. Or return that card. Which means we should get that back. Or the Contemplate, or the Eldest Reborn should get back. Which will trigger.
Back to shadow. Fade into the shadow.
And they... I don't know why they did that. They were doing better than I was. But I guess they wanted to... They didn't like the way it was going or what their hand had. Well, since that went actually very quick for a game, I think we have time for one more. And again, we're going to stick with this deck. I'm actually very happy with this deck, so... Like I said, I'm going to have to take a screenshot or something of that deck list and see if I can rebuild it and get in some replacements for those Mox and Black Lotus cards. So now we're actually going to take a look at this one and see. I mean... Yeah, we'll keep it. We have a lot of low cost, which is pretty nice, but... So we're going to have to put that out, enter tapped. The one problem with the Ruptured Spire is you have to sacrifice it unless you pay that extra. Which I think we're actually just going to put it out right now. And auto pay. So we can keep it. And then next turn we're either going to get out the Squire, the Witch's Vengeance. One of those two at least. Let's see. Oh, sorry. We'll just put out this. We'll see for Squire. And we're going to disfigure that. So that's exactly what I wanted. And now I have Doomblade to help when there's anything else, like maybe this flying. Ooh, that's kind of a big payment. Ooh. We're actually gonna keep that, I think. What are you? A knight? So we'll put that out. I'll Doomblade it just because I can. And we'll attack. So hopefully I can get some more mana here soon so I can get the Cavalier out. So that's going to enter tapped. We're still going to wait on that. I am going to wait on this. It might be a risk. I'm not sure if waiting on that, because they might get the +1, something with the +1/+1, but I just hope it's not +1/+1 counters. So we'll just see what we can do later on. Oh, I didn't even notice it has a little baby Drake on the side. I actually kind of like that. Okay, now I'm gonna need to do something with that. Resolve. We'll pass. Not really what I want, but yeah, I'll take it. Oh, yeah, we can play it. So we're just gonna do that, and we're gonna sacrifice probably my squire. Unless they play God's Willing and get protection from black. Which it looks like they still might have that ability, so they're probably waiting to see. I can still sacrifice my creature. Don't know what they were thinking there. I mean, I know it kind of got my creature out, or it exiled my cavalier, but that was interesting. So let's throw out the Warzov Forcer. Still want to wait on that. We'll put the Trickster out and tap that creature just so I can attack with 1. But still, in the 3 games I played, I haven't ran into the Black Lotus yet. And like I said, this will be my last game. Okay, Knights are going down. I'm gonna give them -3 next turn. It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna see what their response is to that, but I kind of just want to control their side and make sure that nothing stays. So now we're gonna choose Knight and get rid of those. So now I can attack and deal 4 damage. Kind of wondering what their next move is going to be. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I get 1 more mana, I can play the Meteor Golem. Whoa. What was that? Oh, they went on an adventure. Okay. Still doing fine. I mean, now I'm going to be top decking and have nothing in my hand, which is kind of risky. But we'll do an Evolving Wilds. And tap it, sacrifice, and search. We'll get an island up. And deal 4 damage again. But yeah, this game is going kind of how I expected it to go a bit. I mean, I'm just happy I'm controlling their side of the board more. And I know that's the aspect of Magic that I don't like, but it's kind of, I just don't like it when it happens to me. So might actually have this one in the bag unless I somehow can board wipe or block all this. and it depends what I get for my top deck. If I can get like a Murder or Doomblade or something to either control or bounce their cards back. Enter Scry 2. Not really what I wanted, but this will help me figure out what I have. I'm going to switch the order of that, and my next turn, we're going to get that Sphinx. I'm not going to attack. That's going to let me take out their... Ooh. I'm not going to block. But I am going to return that to their hand and swing all out. And that is game. So I'm happy to be able to showcase this deck for the event. I do apologize that it's near the end of the event, but I actually do kind of really like that deck. That was pretty fun to play with. So yeah, it's only up to the first 3 wins. As we finish up, I'm going to actually leave this here. So if you guys wanted to, you can also take a screenshot of this. So you have this deck list right here. I'm definitely going to be doing a screenshot like I am right now. I believe I just... Yeah, I believe I hit the print screen. I don't know, I have a kind of new keyboard and not sure if I need to push the function button to get it with where it's placed, but I'll see. If I didn't get it, I'll just get another screenshot later. I hope you enjoyed. I really liked this deck. It was really fun. And if you did enjoy this, leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.